601 Main Street here in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Gridiron Gang, it's game time. Let's flip the switch and do this. Broadcasting live from Urban Cigar Lounge, 601 Main Street here in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Gridiron Gang, it's game time. Let's flip the switch and do this.
A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Ralph Smith and Mr. Larry Wesley. I had to make sure you guys were here, man. Come on, brother. Guys, as always, how's it going, Ralph? How's it going this week so far?
It's going good for me, buddy. I'm just trying to upgrade my football experience.
Right out the gate.
I'll come back and ask him what he means by that. I have no unearthly idea. No unearthly idea what he means by that. So, yeah, we gotta. I'll talk to him about it. Larry, let me go to you, man, because you know how to behave.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very good. I really am. Ralph just got off to a bad start. He'll get it together, no doubt about it. But
yeah, in 20 minutes.
Had a very good week. Looking forward to the fact that we're out of preseason. Now we get to play people our size or
definitely
like conferences or like classifications at least, FCS. So big football game coming up in the Berg.
Yeah, definitely in the Berg. Big football game in the Berg coming up. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for it to happen. So, just a remembrance, today is 9/11. So, want to remember and send our, heartfelt thoughts out to everyone who's affected by 9/11. I know everyone who was alive was affected by that in some kind of way. Just want to ask, like Ralph, where were you?
I was in my office at work in Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. Gotcha. Larry?
Yeah, I was at my office at Daytona State College that morning, and still a little upset over the fact that we had lost to FIU at Municipal Stadium. But all of that paled compared to what happened on 9/11. Got into my office about the time that the second plane was going into
the building. Right. Wow. Yeah. 24 years ago, man. 24 years ago, it almost seems just like yesterday. And, like I said, we remember 24 years ago today. So. Now, I know some people said last week I was on a soapbox. I know the views I expressed and some of the things I said probably bother people, and I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I meant it. So, I absolutely meant it, everything I said, and I'm not backing away from it. Now, let's talk about something that is near and dear to every one of us, and it created a huge stir for us today. Yesterday, Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and we as Christians don't, we shouldn't take anyone's life as Christians. That's not what we believe in, our beliefs or anything of that nature. But with that being said, whatever happened on HBCU campuses today was absolutely ridiculous. Is it people are scared of our skin color? If you are, go take that up with our leader. Name's God. Can't change it. Not going to change it. Proud of it. Are you hurt because your forefathers lied to you and told you we weren't equal enough to equal up to you? You know? Or we weren't smart enough to sit in high places, so you got to try to shut us down. You got to try to do things to us that cause a huge uproar. Good news for you. Skin color don't matter, especially with the leader that we know some people serve. He'll tear you down no matter what color you are. Hasn't that same leader created enough problems for African Americans, taking this away from us, taking this away from us? It's crazy.
It's a very different world we're living in right now, and I don't think anybody can make much sense of it. For me, you know, from an educational perspective, I started seeing this in teaching the collegiate level, and it just grew and grew and grew. And what I was seeing in my students that was so different from my generation is the fact that the society we live in today truly lacks an understanding of emotional intelligence.
It truly does.
Our feelings just overwhelm us, and people act out their feelings. And this country right now is in a very, very bad place. And again, it starts with leadership.
It starts with leadership. It way starts with leadership. So that takes me to my next point. We talk about leadership, right? I got a question for Ralph. We don't need no more problems, right?
You know, no, we don't need any more problems. But, you know, people, for some reason, and I'm going to say a small percentage of people in this country, think that something drastic needs to happen and we need to get rid of certain people because they're holding this country back. But the bottom line is the very people they're referring to are actually holding the country together. So if, you know, when you think that the only way you can solve a problem is with violence, then you need to get on your knees and pray, because violence never solves any problems. All it does is create more problems.
Most definitely, Ralph. Most definitely it creates problem after problem on top of problems. When you're trying to solve one, you got 20 other ones you got to solve. So you got something else?
Well, it's unfortunate that that man lost his life because of his belief, even though most of us didn't agree with it. It was his belief. And we all have beliefs too, and I mean, I don't think anybody should be murdered because of their beliefs. I just don't see the justification.
No, there's no justification in it whatsoever. Now, we got that out of the way, right?
Got it out of the way. Temporarily, anyway.
I'm not getting anything in my headsets at all.
Yeah, we'll try to see what's going on with it. You ready to poke this bear?
Might as well poke the bear.
Let's deal with our problems of our own.
Okay.
So, I got a scenario for you, Ralph. All right. So you plan this big banquet at your house, you know. You're selling tickets for the banquet, right? Mm-hmm. Parking for it because you know, parking is at a premium, right?
Only got so many seats at the table.
So I come to you with this grand idea. And my grand idea is I love what you've planned for this banquet, but I want to take this banquet and move it to Tampa. I'll take care of all the venue. I'll do everything I need to do, you know. Just sign this contract right here. So I put that on you, and then I disappear for 2 weeks. Then all of a sudden, after I disappear for 2 weeks, then you hear from me about the banquet, and, you know, we get things worked out. But this deal is between me and you, right? Mm-hmm. Here comes Larry. Sorry, I got to use you, man. Larry tells me all about this banquet before myself or you get the word out about this banquet, right? Then we follow up. We put the information out, but we haven't had time to sell tickets for the banquet. We, nothing before the venue over in Tampa wants their money. And ain't nothing happening unless they get what?
Money.
So what's going to happen? I ain't got my money back from the banquet that you moved.
I know where you're going now.
Where am I going, Ralph?
I know exactly.
Huh?
I just no.
I'm helping I want to move this to help your banquet experience. How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, how do you know I need to upgrade my experience? First of all, I didn't ask you for this. Secondly, absolutely nothing beats a home game. The experience, the camaraderie, nothing beats a home game. And before you start taking things away from me, you might want to find out where I stand with that. Nothing beats a home game. Do you agree?
I thought we were talking about banquet.
We talking about the Florida Tampa Classic. What we talking about? Let's cut the chase here.
Oh, okay, all right. So, I was talking about banquet, but Ralph's talking about the Classic. Okay, so I have a problem with if it was murky from the start, why press forward? If I want to have or give my fans a great experience, and let's use old school words, if you shucking and jiving from the start, I don't need to be a part of this because I want everything professional and done in a professional manner to make sure that all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. Can I provide you with that? Nope, I cannot. I couldn't. And then not only is your game in trouble, but there's inklings that the one that was playing before ours is in trouble.
That's what I hear.
we all say that, we talked about this last week. We brought it up last week, and we're going to get to the rest of what we're here for. But it just, we take 3 steps forward, and then we ride in a Ferrari car backwards. Because of ineptness. So, you bought season tickets. I bought season tickets. Have you heard what now is occurring? Or
No, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
And we first heard, we talked about it on the show last week, but we first heard inklings of it last week, Friday, that it could happen. And then it was, we received some texts, we received some things that, okay, it ain't happening. And yeah, I said, ain't. Why are we still moving forward with it? Why were we trying to move forward with it when already from the start it was
on shaky ground.
It was boo-boo from the start.
It was not good.
Now we have another SWAC team who's in perils because they don't know what to do. We can't tell them what to do because we don't know. We don't know what's going on. So we say all that to say when we're sitting here on the show talking about the lack of leadership and follow through, and it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. I mean, something that big and like it escapes counsel. Big problems. And then we wonder why, just like the young man called last week and said, hey, man, we might as well just shut football down because it's, we're not doing anything. But as we said, it's much higher than that. A lot of that stuff is much higher than a lot of people know. But we digress. Only for the moment. Guys, let's get into our SWAC week recap. If you're ready, Ralph.
I'm ready.
You're ready. All right. You ready, Larry?
Yeah,
all right, let's do it. Grambling goes to Ohio State. Final score of that game, Ohio State 70, Grambling nothing. No surprises there.
Absolutely.
Our Wildcats go down to Miami Gardens on last Saturday evening. Final score of that game, 45-3. We'll cover that game here shortly. Jackson State goes to Southern Miss, puts up a pretty good battle. They fall to Southern Miss 38-20. Texas Southern goes to Cal. Final score of that game, Cal 35, Texas Southern 3. Now we go to FAMU, FAU. FAU 56, FAMU 14. Lot of negative press coming out of that game, especially for Coach Colsey. I know a lot of the FAMU faithful were very unhappy, but when you look at FIU and you look at FAU, there's no difference between those two teams. In this landscape, there's you're going to pick that money up and come back home. It was 39-0 for some time in that game, and it was what we all expected. If you know football, that's what you expected. So, no surprises there. Hopefully, they get a chance to bounce back this week. Mississippi Valley State plays Tarleton State. Tarleton 59, Mississippi Valley 3.
See, I kind of thought that game would be a little closer.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, because everybody is saying that Mississippi Valley has really improved, and that particular school is. I'm not saying they're the same size in terms of enrollment, but we play at the same level.
Right. And we were supposed to play them
During COVID.
COVID, yeah.
They've got a great program, and they score a lot of points.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah. Alcorn State faces Alabama A&M. Alabama A&M 41, Alcorn 31. Pretty good battle there in conference battle. Then Alabama State goes up against Southern. Alabama State 30, Southern 7. Some changes happen coming out of there. Coach Graves moves Fred McNair to his offensive coordinator and says that's how it will be the rest of the season. So we'll see.
He was already the quarterback coach anyway.
Right, yeah. Arkansas Pine Bluff goes to Central Arkansas. Central Arkansas 41, Arkansas Pine Bluff 17. Then rounding it out, UT Rio Grande Valley against Prairie View. RGV 27, Prairie View 21. Any surprises there? I'm not, of course, and you might be more familiar with it than myself, Larry. Rio Grande Valley.
Well, the SWAC, in typical fashion, had been giving Prairie View a lot of heat because Rio Grande just started playing football, as they say, 4 weeks ago. So it had to be longer than that. But you know how they clown out of
right.
in the SWAC,
Right.
So I was reading the comments about that game, and I was like, wow, But I really had Prairie View. I thought Prairie View would be much better right now than what they've shown so far.
Right.
Yeah, I did too, really. But you said they started 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, but that's what the people in the SWAC said.
Oh, boy.
That'll take us right into our Pro First Sports Management SWAC week schedule and power rankings. Tuskegee and the Tigers of Jackson State meet up. 2 p.m. kickoff there in Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium in Jackson on this Saturday. Alabama A&M will go to Tennessee State. That's a 3:30 p.m. kickoff in Nashville. Alcorn State will go up against the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. Mississippi State's coming off a big upset on this past weekend. That game's a 5 p.m. kickoff in Stark Vegas. Miles College goes to Alabama State. 5 p.m. kickoff in Montgomery. Our Wildcats travel to Orangeburg, South Carolina to face the Bulldogs of South Carolina State. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff in Orangeburg, South Carolina. We will come back and cover that game here shortly. Prairie View goes to Rice. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff in Houston or down the street from them.
Right.
Lincoln of California plays Arkansas Pine Bluff. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Kentucky State goes to play Grambling, 6 p.m. kickoff there in Grambling. Mississippi Valley plays a foe that we know pretty well, Southeast Louisiana. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff in Hammond, Louisiana.
Tough out there in Strawberry Stadium in Hammond, Louisiana.
It is.
That's a raucous crowd they have.
Yes, it is.
And the football players are going to be right up against the stand.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you.
I remember we went out.
Yes, Lord. Cops had to come intervene over there with the students and everything. Yeah. Lamar plays Texas Southern. That is a 6 p.m. kickoff in Houston. Albany State and FAMU lock horns. 7 p.m. kickoff in Tallahassee, Florida. I know Quinn Gray is chomping at the bit, ready for this game. And this game will tell a lot. This weekend will tell a lot about football programs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at that game and it reminds me 50 years ago. That's a good old SIAC football game between the Albany State Rams and the Rattlers.
That's right.
Wow. And then Southern goes and plays the Bulldogs at Fresno State, the other FSU. That is a 7 p.m. kickoff in Fresno, California. So there you have it. Let's go to our rankings. At number 35, Jackson State. They were previously 13. Grambling comes in at 43. They were previously 94. Alabama State comes in at 61. They were previously 76. Alabama A&M comes in at 63. They were previously 81. FAMU comes in at 78. They were previously 56. Southern comes in at 94. They were previously 73. Prairie View comes in at 99, previously 75. Our Wildcats move up quite a bit. Hopefully we'll break under the hundreds here this weekend.
Yeah.
Comes in at 107. We were previously 124. Texas Southern comes in at 110, previously 110.
Right.
Alcorn State comes in at 117. They were previously 104. Arkansas Pine Bluff comes in at 123. They were previously 119. And then Mississippi Valley State rounds it out. 127. They were previously 127. So a question got asked here in the comments on YouTube. Why does SWAC schools struggle against OOC schools in FCS and lower FBS?
But, that's an interesting question because I was just looking at Grambling. Now, Grambling started their season off with an NAI team, Langston, I think it was.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so then they go play Ohio State. Then they come back to play Kentucky State, which is a Division II school.
Right.
And I kind of think it's all about scheduling. I think on the other end, we're scheduled kind of not good because every year we start off with 2 Power 5 schools. But what I'm saying is that I kind of like what Grambling does, but I think they need to probably upgrade their scheduling some. I mean, because what are they preparing for?
Right.
If you're going to play one NAI school, one Division II school, what are you preparing for, though?
Man, they trying to get a win, okay? They're trying to get a W.
Okay, I
They're
get
not
it.
prepared
I
for
get
anything
it.
but a win.
I get it.
And you would not think that Grambling,
That's
the
what
G-men, would have ever stooped that low to have a schedule like that for out of conference. But when you need a win, if you have to play Three Sisters of the Pole, you're going to play them.
At least they do care about winning.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
Of course. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
I'm with you, Ralph.
I think it's all about constructing your schedule to what you're trying to accomplish.
Well, I'm not going to belabor this point, but again, we've played the 2 money games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, when this schedule was built, Terry Sims' last season there, Bethune-Cookman played South Carolina State at home.
Yes.
Okay. We didn't play them last year or the year before.
Right.
They picked up FAMU. South Carolina State picked up FAMU last year. In looking at the scheduling, I know we've got South Carolina State, but I'm wondering, why would you go get such a powerful HBCU school to put on your schedule when you're struggling with
Right.
a new coaching staff? You're trying to build momentum to get some wins, and I get it. The assistant athletic director, that's his alma mater, but they don't necessarily be on our schedule this year, but they're there. We got to go play them. Scheduling has always been the key. At Bethune-Cookman, at least.
Right.
We did a great job of that.
Right.
But I can't. I
You
don't,
set yourself
I
up
don't follow the reason.
for early success.
That's my point, though. It's the way we do our scheduling doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, because last year we played South Florida, and then we went all the way up to Kalamazoo,
Western
Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah. I mean, then we come back and play The team out of Georgia.
Clark Atlanta.
No,
Mercer.
I mean Mercer,
Mercer.
right. And then
There's no reason to rhyme with it.
It doesn't seem like you're trying to, construct it so they could be successful. That's all I'm saying. I mean, football is football, but I still think you got to get the schedule where you can get some rhythm going.
Yeah, show 04. You played a Power 5 team, and yes, you put up 3 points. You also moved the ball against them, and could have had a touchdown at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So, and they only put 45 points up on it. So.
Yeah, but it's just like I can remember this conversation last year when we played South Florida. They whooped us. We went to Kalamazoo with Western Michigan, and we thought we had made a turn because I think we scored 21 points.
Oh yeah, we put up some points against them.
We ran 2 kicks back for a touchdown.
D's.
And then we drove the ball, and we thought, okay, we finally got it together. Then we started out the next game against a team from Georgia. Mercer. We were looking like champs, and then it looked like somebody turned the lights off.
But Mercer has consistently of late been an FCS playoff type school.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that's taken into consideration when they build the schedules right now, but it's a little bit different.
So let me ask you this, Larry. How far out are the schedules made? 5 years? How far out are they made?
I don't know what they are right now because I have no understanding of the athletic department now. But I know typically in the previous administration they would go out at least 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
They were set up that way.
So is it possible though this administration we got in now had nothing to do with the scheduling?
No, they have a lot to do with the schedule.
They've had their hands all over it.
Okay.
I can't remember the young lady who was first here. Was it April? Was her name?
That was her name.
Right.
Yeah.
She was scheduling when she was working with Reggie when he first took over.
Right.
Reggie Theus, and we saw it right then. It didn't make a lot of sense in what they were doing. But it is what it is, and we're going to have to live and die with it.
Ralph, I think the main thing is, yes, they've had a huge hand in it because we know there was inklings of playing the University of Florida this year.
Yeah, I remember that.
And don't get me wrong, South Florida beat them the other day, but Florida's still Florida.
Florida's still Florida.
All you got to do, if you know anything about football, look at that roster.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Florida's
nothing wrong with that roster.
And then people are like, Miami beat y'all. Number 5 team in the nation. They just came off of beating Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Who is
see, actually, we won that Miami game because we came out of that game with no major injuries.
We did.
The last time we went up there, we lost 2-3 quarterbacks.
And we showed we could do some things. That's what you're looking for. You play against this competition for 2 weeks. Now you turn that into a foe who their weight room looks like your weight room. Yeah. Their training table is the same calf that the regular students eat
exactly.
in. Their NIL
is probably worse than ours.
Right. They were just struggling. So it's like, okay, now it's something to really, to play for, and you can really go out there and know you're not outmanned. So.
But I don't know. I mean, as long as I can remember, though, Bethune-Cookman always loved to play South Carolina State.
That's like a good family game. It truly is.
Well, it's a great rivalry. I'm not saying. I'm just saying where the two programs are right now. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not running away from them. I'm just saying you're playing them right behind 2 money games. And they are the runner-up to the national championship for HBCUs. Come on, give me a break.
I hear you. I do understand.
it's like you just throw it up in the air and whatever catches. And it's just like, oh, this is who you got. Hey, coach, here's the schedule. All right, bye. I'm gone.
But I tell
Do
you
you
what,
hate
though,
me?
but the good thing about this, the temperature seemed going to be working in our favor, because the last time we was in South Carolina, we had members of the band fainting in the stadium. It was like 99 degrees.
Well, I prefer playing them in the evening.
Oh, yeah, by
There's
all
no
means.
doubt
Right.
about it. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, I mean,
Like you said,
that's a
Ralph,
much better break for us.
and we're here at Urban Soul. That Saturday that we played in South Carolina State last was like going back in the kitchen with the oven on full blast and sticking your head in there.
That's what it was like. And you couldn't find any ice because everybody was looking for ice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember that. It was terrible.
The question in the comments, what game will determine how the season will be?
This
Saturday at 6 p.m.
Yeah, Saturday. If you'll find out what kind of football team you got Saturday. If we're going to go ahead and win 6 or 7 games, or we're going to be the same old team we were the last 3 or 4 years. You'll find out Saturday.
We'll talk about it. I would surmise to say no. You will see a different team than you have seen in years past. So, guys, let's turn to our BCU versus Miami game recap. We've talked about it a little bit, and then we'll get to our position grades. Miami came out. It looked like for a long time our guys would not break the 100-yard mark. I kept watching the stats in the stadium. They racked up 543 yards against us. I mean, number 5 team in the nation. You got a championship winning quarterback. You got a wide receiver who snatched the ball out of the air, that's fired from a jugs machine, with Daniels. And Fletcher Jr., just with their running game. I mean, Mario Cristobal finally got what he was looking for in a team. Even last year's team with Cam Ward wasn't as strong as this football team is on both sides of the ball and their special team.
Well, he can truly, with this team so far, and we'll see more of it Saturday against South Florida, but he can truly lean on the running game if he has to.
Yes.
And not just because of his backs. He's got a very dominant offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the biggest difference between the Cam Ward situation, because
Right.
when you look at Carson Beck, he's not a poor man's quarterback. Okay, he knows what he's doing. He's won a national championship.
Of course.
Oh, by all means, tried to break Vinny Testaverde's record the other night and everything, yeah.
But I mean, say this about that. They do not need to let South Florida go into the fourth quarter with this being a 4-quarter game.
No.
That's
No.
not a good look for them.
Florida tried that.
Yeah.
If that happens, hold on.
Right. Golish is going to fight. And, I mean, honestly, if we're being honest about it, USF's quarterback missed the first half of that game because he went to a frat party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, when he came in, the game was already close without him in the game. And then when he came in, So Miami's not all the way out of the doghouse. They can play, they facing us, of course, they're bigger, better, faster. But our Wildcats still showed up in the contest on Saturday night.
I mean, the Cats, they had a lot of fight.
Well, they competed. That's what you want to
A
see.
lot
They
of
gave
fight.
great effort, and they competed. And they played to the end.
They did.
All the way, yeah.
They did play to the end. Timmy McClain comes out, a perfect 7-on-7, passing on that drive, hitting darts.
That kid's a difference maker.
He is very much a difference
Literally,
maker.
he really is.
Connecting 4 receivers. He goes 21-yard strike to Josh Evans. Moving to Miami territory. Then Juan Dominguez knocks it in, from 32 yards out. We're down 21-3. Miami is Miami. Put together a 65-yard drive, did whatever they wanted to against us, which was to be expected against our Wildcats. Then heading off to Mark Fletcher. That guy had a great game against us. And like I said, he's
an under-the-radar running back. This kid's a big-time running back.
He's very much so. So we go into halftime. I said in the stands, I was talking to Rodney Johnson. Rodney, hold them to 28 points. Hold them 28-3. Let's go into halftime. While we're monitoring the other scores around the country, you hold Miami 28-3. That's decent. Come out second half. We move the ball around a little bit. Can't get it in. Final score of that game 45-3. We had a chance at the end. Instead of throwing the ball, I feel we run the ball into the end zone. You lose that game 45-10. But what do? We force some things. They're senior era again. We force some things, throw an interception at the end of the game, and kept points off the board when you could have added points to.
To me, though, that's the one area that I'm looking to see them improve in, inside the 20. Because they appear to not have a problem getting there.
Right.
I mean, they're like the right plays are called. They're in the right place at the right time. But it seems that our mentality changes when we get inside the 20. I don't know whether you guys noticed that.
No, I mean, it does. But I also think against the two teams that we have faced the last 2 weeks, that those defensive coordinators, that's bread and butter time for them, and you better earn your money because when we went down to FAU some years ago, and my boy Tony Pecoraro was the defensive coordinator for Lane, and we put points up against them. Tony's job was not the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he lost that.
Defensive coordinator anymore at FAU. So,
Because if we'd have made a couple of more stops that they gave,
it was.
I mean, because we were having our way really offensively against them. But again, that was.
But I think also, given the two teams we played, it'll be very interesting to see what the play calling will be like moving forward when we get in the red zone. It might be a totally different attack in terms of how we try to attack those teams.
You were asking me Saturday night, Ralph, like, what's our mentality? What's the mentality of the Miami game? And I said, I think we went into that game, hand the ball off, run up the middle. We know we weren't going to move the ball up the middle, but does that keep your quarterback from getting hurt? Yes.
Exactly. Yep.
Get the ball out of his hand quickly? Yes. He did hold on to it one time a little too long. He got hit, and I'm like, oh, boy. And he did get up kind of limping a little bit, but he hung in there. Now, let's put that against our competition, our line, blocking against like defensive linemen, and you move the ball.
Well, the TV commentator said that looking at Timmy McClain and what he was doing against Miami, he said when these guys start playing somebody their own size, he said Bethune-Cookman could be a problem offensively.
And from what I saw at practice,
you get up that early?
Problems. I did, man. I did. I got to go unlock the gates, for people to park and all that.
I'm sorry I brought that comment. I'm sorry I brought it up. You locking the gates. Oh, my God.
So Timmy McClain finishes the contest on Saturday, 13-16 for 86 yards. Cam Ransom turned in a team-high 39 yards rushing on just 5 carries. Kamani Robinson, there goes that man again. Yep. 38 yards on 9 carries for our Wildcats. Our Cats, Steven Sparrow, Gabe White, we are hearing those names called a lot early against good competition.
Gabe White is a ball player.
Yeah, very much a ball player.
He doesn't mind mixing it up.
Yes. Steven Sparrow had a quarterback sack. Gabe White pair of pass deflections. Juan Dominguez, just knocking it in early.
Steady.
Yes, steady.
Steady as
Against competition that, they're coming. They're eagling in to come block it. Ice in his veins, just ice. So, we leave that game with a lot of hope, a lot of promise. Like you said, Ralph, the injuries weren't there. You saw a lot of jovial stuff on the sideline. And we played the game smart. We put in some backups early on in that game to
got them some reps.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. And as we said, Timmy McClain stays steady. Commentators saying things of that nature. And we battled to the end. And that's what you're looking for, because come Saturday, that game, and we'll get to that, South Carolina State has always been a battle to the end.
It's always been a good game, though. Either way.
Battle to the end. Last time we went there, that game came down to the wire.
Yeah.
So, looking for the same. Looking for the same Saturday. But that'll take us right into our grading system. And we want you fans on Facebook and YouTube to grade right along with us. We want to know what you have to say, and here we go. So we're talking headsets, or players' headsets. Ralph, quarterback play.
I think Timmy, I'm going to give them a solid B.
B. Okay. All right. Is there a reason behind it?
Yeah. We didn't score a touchdown. I know.
But
I know what you're going to say.
No. I'm not going to say nothing.
Because we haven't scored a touchdown in 2 games.
Right.
And
we've had opportunities.
We've had
to
opportunities.
Yeah.
We got to score.
Yeah. You got to cancel.
Yeah.
You got to.
Not playing horseshoes.
Yeah.
Got to score.
Larry?
I'm going to give him a B because I thought he managed the football game really well, and he protected the football except for one play. He held the ball a little bit too long, got the strip sack. But other than that, he was very, very efficient. He knew where to go with the football. He made the plays, and it was impressive to see him do that.
Definitely.
That's the best quarterback play we've had against Miami in recent years.
No
doubt about it.
Yes, definitely.
Statistics for that game, we forgot to cover that. Bethune-Cookman, 191 yards on the evening. Miami, 543. Passing yards, Bethune-Cookman, 99. Miami, 344. Rushing yards, Bethune-Cookman, 92. Miami, 199. Penalty yards, Bethune-Cookman. Here you go again. Yeah. Against a Power 5 school.
Almost 20 yards.
2 penalties, 20 yards.
See, and that's what we were lacking last year.
Oh, yeah.
Discipline. Yeah. That's what we were lacking, and look like we are better at that. So consequently, I think we're going to win more games.
Miami, 4 for 50. First downs, Bethune-Cookman 14. Miami 31. Third downs, Bethune-Cookman 1 for 11. Miami 4 for 6.
We got some work to do.
Yeah.
On third down,
you can't have that.
You got to at least be 50.
Yeah. Fourth down conversions, Bethune-Cookman 0 for 1. Miami 0 for 1. Time of possession, Bethune-Cookman 31-55. Miami 28-05.
But again, though, I'm going to go back to what Larry used to say back in the day. At 1-11 has a lot to do with what you did on first and second down, more so first down than second down.
Yeah, you got to stay in front of the chains.
You got to stay on schedule. Stay on schedule.
That's the word. That's the word. You got to stay on schedule. Because because if you look at Miami, they were 4 or 6 on third down. Yeah. Because they were getting 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, they were always second and 4 or 3 or something like that.
So that's something you need to look at on Saturday. Yeah. You need to look at what are they doing on first down, because first down is going to determine that whole game, how well we control ourselves. That's just my opinion.
We got B+ on one hand on Facebook, and on this is for quarterback play on
C+,
YouTube,
okay.
B minus. No, we got a B plus.
B plus. Okay, good,
So
yeah.
we're
I almost
we're
gave
all
a B plus.
Yeah. All right, running backs.
Again, I think that running backs is one of our strengths, and I'm going to give them maybe a C plus. I don't care how good of a running back you are, you got to get somebody to give you a crease so you can do what you do.
Yeah.
And Miami was just a little bit too big.
And
for us.
we held 2 starters out,
Yeah.
linemen
Yeah.
out. That was the whole idea, not to get people back
Exactly.
Right. Because you need them this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, you need them this week.
You
So,
really do need them this week.
so I concur with you on the running back. I
Yeah.
like a C plus myself.
Yeah.
While we're talking about that, what I want our fans to do is realize that I want our fans who really might not understand football that well to really tune into our show and watch the model of football that we're playing and the smartness. You say, well, why did we hold out starters? It goes back to, what did that game mean to us?
Paycheck.
That's it. Saturday means a little more because you're playing lack competition. But that doesn't keep you out of the SWAC championship game.
No, it doesn't.
You
But
know?
it sure set you up for it.
Right. It does set you up because you might have to end up playing them again.
Because I mean, when you're playing someone your size and you compete and you at the end of the day you win, that adds confidence to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
it's just like last year when we were playing Mercer, and we started that game out so well. Not only were the players up, but the fans were up as well. Because
Yes.
we started out that game, I kind of thought we were going to have our way at the beginning. And then once that kid missed that touchdown pass, somebody turned the lights out. Everything went downhill from there.
Larry, you grade running backs?
We haven't. Yeah,
I gave him a C plus. Just
C
like you,
plus.
just like,
Okay.
just like Ralph.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wide receiver.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. I think the wide receiver core is the strongest wide receiver core at the FCS. And if this quarterback is hopefully going to get a little bit more time, I think you're going to see he's going to put a show on. Now, I know South Carolina State has a good defense, but if this kid get the time he needs, maybe a couple of extra seconds, we got some of the best wide receivers in the country.
And
at our level.
One didn't even play in Ricky Shaw. Didn't even play Saturday.
Oh, he didn't?
Yeah, no, he didn't play. No.
Held him out. Which, you know.
And it's good, Ralph, talking about the blocking, but it's good that you got a quarterback that can extend with his legs, too.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
Timmy can ad-lib it and extend plays for you. And
Yes.
he's really good with where he's going with the football. But you're dead right. If we can protect a little bit, because they're not going to quite be ready for the skill people we got on the field.
Oh,
No, they
no,
aren't.
no,
They
no,
aren't. They aren't.
No.
Because they're looking at us against Power 5,
Yeah.
and they're looking at us from last year. Well,
They-
this is not the same team we had last year.
They like to go for pound. If you're, they are a physical team, but not as much as if we get somebody out in space, how are you going to cover this in space? You could have a world-class linebacker, but if he can't cover that thing coming out of the backfield,
Well, South Carolina State has
crossing your
always
face?
been a bully ball team.
right?
pretty
That's
much.
That's what they
right.
want to.
Right.
They want to intimidate you. Okay.
Right,
Pretty much.
right.
Pretty much.
So, wide receivers, Larry.
I'd like to go. Boy, I tell you, we got 2 kids in the slot. The slot. Watch the slot. Watch the slot. Because I tell you, those between Bonbon and Huggins.
Oh yeah.
In the slot,
Yeah.
they're tough. I'm gonna give the wide receivers a B.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, tight ends, and I know they're considered with the wide receivers. So we'll just
throw
keep
them
them
in the
with
bag.
that. Yeah. Offensive line.
Well, in the fact that we didn't play 2 of our starters, I'm just going to give them a C, maybe a C minus. I'm not sure.
I listen. I thought they protected well.
Yes.
I'm giving them a C.
Yeah.
And we were able to run the football a little bit, you know. So I thought we were there. I mean, we're not going to move the number 5 team in the country around. You know that.
Something that I saw on the sideline was something that I have not seen in some time at Bethune-Cookman when we're talking about the football team. We missed a block on Saturday. And those starters who weren't in there went absolutely crazy. I mean, they ran up and down the sideline like agonizing. Like, if we had that block, he springs himself, you know. But that means you have a team who has that cohesion that you left out of Orlando, Florida with in November.
Yes.
Yeah. That's that buy-in you're talking about.
That's that buy-in.
And remember, that team that played last year in Orlando started a lot of freshmen in that ballgame.
Yes,
in the line,
they did.
okay?
Yeah. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So there's a lot of promise. That's the word we're looking for.
Yeah.
Overall offense.
I'm going to give them, since we didn't score a touchdown, and okay, don't tell me we played the number 5 team, because I ain't counting that. I'm going to give them a C-.
Okay.
Ralph, you getting good at this. You read my mind or something, because I'm right there with you, C-. I like the way he's grading. I like that.
All right. C-.
Yeah.
All right. Let's flip to the other side. Defensive line.
Okay, so even though we were probably
Playing the
outweighed-
number 5 team.
yeah,
this
and
year.
they were probably 30 or 40 pounds heavier than
Yes,
each one of our guys.
In the right arm and left arm.
I'm saying we were okay, so I'm going to give them a C-.
Definitely.
I'm right there with you again, Ralph, because, again, this Miami line is, to me, you got to go back to the Jimmy Johnson days.
Yeah, you have to.
To see a line like this. And they're very physical, no doubt about it. And we competed.
We did.
We were outmanned in every way, but we competed. And so I like that. We didn't give any quarters. We didn't ask any.
Right. All right. There you have it from D-line. And you got C- on line also. Let's go linebackers.
You know, the linebackers are starting to pick it up a little bit. I think we still need to get a little bit more size there, but I think what we got will do for now.
And I think we still held some people out in those areas. I mean, you talk about Sparrow. Sparrow is just a
He was
ball
all
hawk.
he was all over the place.
Yeah. You know,
He's a
he's going to the
throwback
ball.
player. He's a throwback kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's going
He
to be
is.
around the football.
Yeah, definitely.
And he got the speed, too, to
Yeah.
get past some of those big linemen.
Yeah.
But you know the interesting thing, though, this is what I can't wait until Saturday, because I just want to see whether we're going to be an attack defense or whether or not we're just going to be bend, don't break. That's what I'm interested in.
Well, let me just say this about that same thing, because that's a critical part of the game. The South Carolina State quarterback struggled mightily against Mercer. I think they were like 4 of 18 or something like that.
You mean against
I mean,
Wofford?
Wofford, not Mercer.
Wofford,
Wofford.
yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was terrible.
Chinnisberry is an offensive line coach at heart. He's always, that's his bread and butter. He loves to get in there. He likes physicality.
Mm-hmm.
Our defensive linebackers are going to have to be in attack mode. And what I mean by that, I'd rather stack the box to stop their run and live with them trying to throw on us over the top.
Right.
But we cannot let them get the run game going and dominate us that way.
No.
That's what I was really talking.
So the linebackers have to be coming down and not sitting back.
I agree.
And you're going to have to include the safety in that, too.
Oh, he's going to have to roll down the tackle.
Yeah.
They are going to have to roll down the tackle.
Yeah, they're going to have to tackle.
Let's go defensive backfield.
Well, the only thing that concerned me, so like this quarterback, and I remember telling you, I think he was I think it was 5 for 21. So our defensive backs can't relax with this guy. I mean, because a blind pig can find an acorn. So you can't get too relaxed with him, but he's not a very good passer.
No.
No, he's not a very good passer.
But I like our physicality on the cornerback.
I do too.
Yes.
I do too.
They don't mind mixing it up.
I do too. Yep.
And we got a little size. They're not little
got
kids.
size, yeah.
Okay, we got some size back
We
there.
got nice size back there.
So I feel really good about the back end in that regard.
What was your grade, Ralph?
For cornerbacks,
Yeah, defensive backfield.
defensive backs. Oh, I'm giving them a C plus. Because I tell you, that first touchdown that Miami scored, I thought that kid was going to intercept that ball.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was right on that
Yeah,
guy.
he
was right there?
He was
there
there.
to
But
pick
that
it up?
ball was almost thrown perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually thought he was going to intercept that ball. I'm with Larry. I think that our cornerbacks,
Yeah.
I think we're better than we were last year.
Absolutely.
And they were playing against one of the best quarterbacks in the nation
Oh,
and one of the
listen,
best wide
listen.
receivers in the
That
nation.
kid was supposed to be the number one draft choice.
Yes, he
number one
was.
quarterback coming off the board in the NFL
Yeah.
draft. He just didn't have any receivers at
Right,
Georgia last
right.
year. So Carson Beck can spin it, no doubt about
He
it.
could spin it.
I'm not a Miami fan, but I told a lot of my Miami friends this past weekend, all y'all need to do is pick him up and take him across the street over there to the Dolphins. Because that's the future for him right there.
Dad, I'm
good-
going to
he's
give the
good
defensive backs a C.
Okay. I would agree. I would agree. Let's go defense.
C minus.
What's this again?
Defense.
Defense, yeah, C minus. I would say the same thing.
Okay. Special teams.
I'm going to go to B with it.
I am, and I typically don't grade, but what I have seen has been between Coach Brown, Pat Brown, and Coach Tobridge, us getting down, stopping the returner.
Oh, we much better than we were last year.
Oh, man.
I mean, come on. Because last year, every team started at the 45.
Yeah.
We much better than
How
that.
much of a difference does that make in a football game?
It really does. Field position.
Yeah.
That's what the football game is about, field position.
And it's about coaching,
Yeah.
too, though.
Yeah.
You got two brand new coaches.
And we got depth in the kicking game.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Yes.
we really do. We got our field goal kicker hasn't missed anything.
No.
You know, so I'm right there with you. What grade did you give him, Ralph? You gave him B.
B, yeah.
I'm gonna go B plus on that.
All right. There you have it. Overall team against the Miami Hurricanes.
I'm going to give them a C. They never stopped fighting. They were in that game. They didn't get down on themselves. And I'm going to give them a C.
Listen, I'm giving them a C plus because in my mind, I had Miami with 50 points by halftime. I really thought.
Really?
I really did.
Yeah.
I really thought because I figured.
Actually, I did too.
That's what I thought. When I saw us going in 28-3, I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic.
Which really should have been 28-7.
It should have been 7. It should have been. No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. But anyway, to me, everything starts on Saturday. Everything starts on Saturday. All your dreams and your wishes should be fulfilled on Saturday, or you're going to be disappointed. What you think?
No, I mean, we said that. Even when I was on, Steven's show that night, I'm like, man, these first two games are just like, enjoy Miami. That's what it is. Enjoy Miami.
if you got a chance
Get
to-
prepared for the regular season,
You got a chance to
preseason.
get to South Beach going over there.
Yeah, enjoy it. Now, when we go to Orangeburg, South Carolina, it's time to go work in the field.
Yep.
That's right.
It's time
Them
to
fields-
go work.
them fields
Go
gotta be
work.
flying, buddy.
Yes, sir. It's time to go work in the field. Ain't no more kiss the babies, put the women to bed. Yeah.
That's going to be not only is that should be an excellent game, but that should be an excellent atmosphere as well.
Oh, definitely a huge atmosphere.
'Cause you remember the last time we went up there, even though it was 99 degrees, I think South Carolina band had gone through some type of change. I think they only had about 35 kids in their band. But now they're back up to their regular size now. They got back up to around 300.
Oh, yeah, you're going to hear some boots on the
It's-
ground.
I was just about to say.
You're going to hear some boots on the
I
ground.
was just about to say, boy, they
Let me tell you.
fans clapping, all
sir.
kind of, yeah.
Boy, you would smell barbecue all over that place.
Yes, indeed.
As Travis said, we got to make sure those guys know this is a rivalry game. This is, this is old. Give me that old time religion.
Yes, sir.
Actually, for me, though, I put this game up there with the A&M game.
Oh, I do too. I do
Because
too.
South Carolina, we always battle South Carolina. I love that game.
You get a hard hitting game from both sides, from hike to it's a final.
And they really love playing us, too.
Oh, they
okay?
do.
They do.
They
They
do.
do.
They do.
You do. But I just think that we're in no position to say we're holding anything back.
No.
We can't go vanilla and we can't go strawberry. We got to go at it.
Oh, this is
Base, we know before Coach Woody was named the head coach, right? We know who was offered the position. That person stands across from us on Saturday night.
Yeah.
He's one of them. He's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is we made the right decision or offering more money.
Yeah, but
But
in addition to that, though, Coach Woody has played against South Carolina State. He know what the deal is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he had to play against them at least 4 times.
Oh yeah.
He knows. Well, he knows
Oh
what
yeah.
he's going up
I
against.
mean, he and my brother talking, and it's just like they call the names of those players who have come through South Carolina State, and as everybody said, both teams leave out of that game sore. There's no way if you play in that game.
it's a bloodbath, is what it is.
It is.
Literally, it's a hard hitting game. I remember a few years ago we went up there, had a great team, and Jenkins was coaching, and the nose guard who plays in the NFL, Javon
Hargrove.
he wrecked our team.
Yes, he
The
did.
next year they came back.
Yeah, I
Yes,
remember.
he did.
The next year they came back. Terry Sims was the head coach. Brian had left. We put Hargrave
Shut
out
him
the
down.
game.
Shut him down.
Put him out the game. Put that thing on him. You hear me?
But back again though, when Bryant Jenkins went to South Carolina State his first year
Oh, that
and
was
beat them 14-0,
Nothing.
everybody knew. Okay, we're on.
that was the game.
We're on.
That was the game that announced us. Okay.
Yes, Bethune is back.
Yeah, that announced us.
I need Jamil Farrington to
That's all
give the speech.
you hear. That's right. If anybody can hear Farrington's speech the night before that game, boy, if that's not go to war. When he told him, he said, "Don't worry about it. Burn the bridges. We're gonna take that bridge. We're gonna take that boat back."
I told him, Jamil, if you're listening to us, Jay, if you're listening to us, I got a free seat for you on the bus if you want to go to South Carolina State. I'm not kidding. We're leaving 9 o'clock from the Home Depot on ISB on Saturday morning. I got a free seat. You get the pregame speech for the football
Yes, sir. I would never forget
team.
that.
Oh, man. And those guys came out and played
Yes,
just
they
like
did.
Take
I never will forget. Javon Nathan
Right.
was playing for South Carolina State. Little did we know Javon would come and do his master's degree at Bethune-Cookman. And so he worked for Reggie Thomas in compliance. That was his senior year. And they had Big Malcolm, the quarterback.
I
And
remember.
they said
Yes.
they came out for the game. It was senior day for South Carolina State. And they were warming up. Cookman was warming up. Javon looked down and he said, man, Cookman all locked up, arm in arm. He said, maybe they're a little bit different this year. He said, when we got in the game and they were bringing it, we said, man, this ain't the same Bethune-Cookman we used to playing.
Wow.
And to shut South Carolina State out that day, 14-0.
It was different football.
That was it.
So, Coach Woody, if you're listening, which I hope you are, that's going to be your coming out party, buddy. Saturday in Orangeburg. You got to come out with it, man. You got to come out.
Let's do a little scouting of the Bulldogs of South Carolina State. On the season, they've scored 13 points per game. Their opponents, 26.5. Total points on the season, South Carolina State, 26. Their opponents, 53. First downs on the season, South Carolina State, 36. Opponents, 26. Total rushing yards on the season, 161 to their opponents, 204. Passing yards, they have attempted 79 passes, completed 47. Their opponents have attempted 41 passes and completed 17. Yards passing on the season, South Carolina State 517. Their opponents 184. Total offense, 678 for South Carolina State. Their opponents 388 yards on the season. Time of possession, a total of 1 hour, 9 minutes. Their opponents, 50 minutes, 24 seconds. Per game, South Carolina State, 34 minutes, 48 seconds. Their opponents, 25, 12. So you hear that, guys. Let's look at penalty yards. So far in the season, South Carolina State penalized 13 for 130, 65 yards a game. Their opponents, 46.5 yards per game, for a total of 14 for 93. The tail of the tape for South Carolina State does not look bad when you look at the totality between the two teams that they have played.
Right.
Wofford and South Carolina. The South Carolina game, they came out 38-10 as losers to South Carolina, to the Gamecocks. But what problems does Chinnis pose for you? A Chinnis offense, we'll say. A Chinnis-Berry offense.
Well, you have got to match their physicality. That's the very first thing. Like I said, with Chinnis, it usually is going to be trench warfare on both lines, defense and offense, because he preaches physicality. That's what was so strange about the Celebration Bowl when Jackson out-hit South Carolina last year.
That was strange.
That's what stunned everybody.
Yeah.
So if you don't match that, it can be a long day, because he's gonna keep running it. Whatever, he's not gonna stop until you stop it.
So far on the season, QB from South Carolina State, Billy Akins, 27 of 47, 293 yards passing. Ryan Stubblefield, 18 of 31, 218 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Their running back, KZ Adams, 22 rushes, 65 yards on the season. Jalen Johnson, the wide receiver, 11 receptions, 160 yards. So that's someone we're going to have to watch out for. We were talking about those defensive backs. That's someone that we're going to have to stick like we stick our receivers in practice. Johnny Jones, 4 receptions for 58 yards on the season. DeAndre Ruffin, 7 receptions, 52 yards. And George Smith, 4 receptions, 41 yards. On defense, defensive back Tyler Jones, 6 tackles for a total of 7 on the season. Linebacker Shamari Reed, 4 tackles, 1 assist. Josh Barker and Jabin Ford. They always have a Ford on the team. You know,
always
Will
a
Ford, a good
always,
friend of mine.
always.
Yeah.
They out of Charleston, South Carolina. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But then, I know we're doing the scouting report for South Carolina State. Look at our stat leaders. Jimmy McClain, 31 for 44, 250 yards. Cam Ransom, 6 for 12, 1 interception, 90 yards. Marquis Johnson, 6 rushes, 88 yards. Kamani Robinson, 9 rushes, 43 yards. Jalen Bon Ross, 10 receptions, 131 yards. So when you look at him and Jalen Johnson, those guys are battling. Ricky Shaw, 5 receptions, 52 yards. Then we look at my man Steven Sparrow. Guy's got 10 tackles on the season. Well, 14 total with 4 assists. Yeah. Johnny Harris, 6 tackles, 9 total. Joshua Thornhill, man, those guys have their name called so much for us. They are out there battling. 7 tackles for Joshua Thornhill.
That's why you got to put them in attack mode.
Yes.
I mean, that's what you got to. You got to put them in attack mode. You can't be sitting back there saying, you know, we're going to see what they're going to do because they're going to try to run the ball down your throat. That's what they're going to do.
Somebody said I miss playing A&T. I wish we had them on our schedule this year. They say they miss playing A&T. A&T ain't that A&T no more.
Not A&T anymore.
No.
They got the T, but they left the A home.
Central took that over for them, you know. So, yeah. But that's the scouting report behind South Carolina State. Guys, let's move right into our Alpha 1 staff and game plan. What do our Wildcats have to do to defeat the Bulldogs of South Carolina State? I know we already said we got to be as physical or more physical than them. Oh, yeah. We got to get the ball in space. You got to get the ball in the playmakers' hands to, you know, like you said, they play bully ball.
Well, you cannot play the game in a phone booth with them. You got to make them defend the football field.
Yes.
Play in space. Get it to your playmakers. That's the secret sauce for having success against them.
It truly is, Larry. Truly is.
Yeah, when I say attack, I mean attack on offense and defense. Because what my thing is, we got to try to establish some kind of running game, which would take pressure off the quarterback. Because if you can get him in rhythm, I think the game's over.
I think it's coming, Ralph.
I think the game's over. We just got to do it, though.
I think it's coming. We've seen Timmy McClain play against good competition over the last 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Very level-headed, getting the ball out, other than the one time he held it a little long, getting the ball out, getting it in the person's hands. What we've also seen is those wrinkles where you're scanning the field, you're looking the field, and we got a wide receiver open right there. We got one over here. You might have one deep. So you got options. And then once they have stretched the field, hand that ball off. And if we get a crease, Marquis Johnson, Rodriguez.
That's all we need is a crease. We got
Kamani Robinson.
Marquis gets a crease. It's going to be Katie Bartado.
Yes, sir.
Very much.
Very much so.
We got 2 really good running backs. You just got to give them that crease. We got our game plan. That's what our game plan has to be. That we.
I love that Timmy is a senior. He's a savvy quarterback.
Yes,
he is.
You know, it's not much he hadn't seen. And he's a winner.
Yes.
You know, he's a winner.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. So, Ralph, what's your game plan?
Well, I think probably I've said a number of times. I think that we got to establish the run. And we got to always be in attack mode, and we got to stay ahead. We can't do 2nd and 10s. because all that does is force our hand on third down to do things that we don't want to do. So we got to stay ahead. We got to make sure we make significant yards on first down. And we got to keep South Carolina State thinking about what we're going to do next. Instead of become, like we were last year, the year before, everybody pretty much knew what we were going to do before we did it.
How much does playing South Carolina this past week, granted we played Miami, how much does playing South Carolina prepare them for a game against the Wildcats?
It doesn't. It's like night and day. We're Bethune-Cookman, and they're South Carolina State. And for the last 30 or 40 years, our games with them have been nosebleeds.
Yeah.
So,
and both teams played, FCS level competition.
Exactly.
We played the number 5 team in the country.
Exactly.
Right.
And certainly South Carolina State played a good game against South Carolina.
Right.
They had some breakdowns in the kicking game, But again, it was a hard-hitting football game. But South Carolina is not Miami. Make no mistake about that.
At all.
No.
Definitely at all. They're definitely not that. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Well, again, how that game turns out will really determine the rest of our season.
It will.
Because it will establish us at what kind of team we are and what kind of team we're going to be and whether or not we're going to continue to improve.
Is it a total letdown? And I'm going to ask this. I'm playing devil's advocate here. Is it a total letdown? You fight to the end of that game and come out not winning it.
I don't think it is. I really believe if we go in that football game and we play a clean football game and we compete and we match their physicality, this thing gets in the fourth quarter, it's anybody's ball game.
Definitely.
Because one thing about bully ball, when the bully finds out he can't bully you, game on. Okay?
Yeah.
Game on.
What else happens? When a bully can't bully you, then that's when
He
you start
doubting himself.
And you get penalties. They get penalties, and we know penalty yards will kill you in a dogfight.
Yeah.
It will kill you in a dogfight.
But my thing is, I understand your question, but I ain't coming away from there saying, "Oh, we played them close," because I don't like moral victories. I don't think moral victories are even.
No, what I'm saying is it's not really the moral victory part of. Is it? Do you throw the season away if that occurs?
No, of course not. I mean, I'm looking for us to do a jump start.
For sure.
You got to remember, we're 5 for 30
lately. Well, my man say 5 for 18.
But either number is not impressive. If we 5 for 18, it's not impressive. If we 5 for 30, it's not impressive. So I'm going up there to win. We need to win this game. That's the way I'm looking at it.
This team you've seen over the last 2 weeks, can they do exactly what you...
I said earlier, my only concern about Bethune-Cookman offensively is what they do inside the red zone. I'm not quite sure they really got it together. I think they're okay up to the red zone. I'm not quite sure they got it in the red zone. I mean, just play calling. I'm not talking about necessarily scoring. Play calling.
Can I factor in over the last 2 weeks? Of course, we want to score, right? We want to get down there. Do you feel that our play calling has been that of a vanilla flavor in the red zone?
Well, no, that's not what I'm in the red zone.
Yeah.
Pretty vanilla. And you can throw chocolate in there too if you want.
Well, I mean, literally, this is the game that you
bring it out.
If it's there, I always want to use a an analogy. I don't think it's apropos to use it tonight, regarding guns, because this country doesn't need to hear anything about guns. That's for certain. I don't want to mention that, okay? but we got to let it all go, okay? Literally.
And I believe
we need to win the kicking game.
Yeah.
We need to get a couple of turnovers. We need to play clean, not give them anything cheap, make them earn everything.
Exactly there.
That's the recipe for getting a victory. They're a good ball club. They're, like I said, they're the defending runner-up for the national champion. And this is their kickoff game. They had a game against Wofford. They played 2 in-state foes just like we played 2 in-state foes.
Right. Mm-hmm. So much of a parallel.
Oh yeah. Tennis is a motivational kind of guy. He's going to go in there and fire the guys up, and, he's going to preach it to them. Like I said, we just got to weather the storm and be there for the full 4-quarter game.
Which I think we will, though. I think that we'll be there, mentally and physically.
You never gave up against Miami.
No.
In a game that you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't give up against FIU either.
No time this season. But that really, if those 2 games show you anything, it shows that, okay, without giving up against people that you knew, going in there, you're helping your school out.
Yeah.
Now it's like
I'd love to go up there and get their quarterback from their land to come home to us. That's what I would love to do.
Hey,
has he played this year?
Huh?
Has he played this year?
No, he's not really playing. No, he's on the depth chart, but he hasn't really played.
If Bon shows out,
boy,
come on back home.
Bring him back. Come on back home.
Yes, sir. Come on back home, bro. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And he can play for us, okay?
For sure.
Because we got 2 senior quarterbacks.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
We need to talk to the Bon. Oh, goodness.
So, guys, what?
Go ahead.
Is what you've seen over 2 weeks with our offense sufficient enough at this stage in the season to say we are at a better point offensively than we were last year?
Not even close. We're much more diversified.
Not even close.
We got better execution. We got better play calling. And we got athletes that people really don't know a lot about.
That's right. Yep.
I hear what you're saying. Keep it up, fam. But let's give it a rest. Like, you can hire Ed Reed. You can go hire Mike Vick. You can hire Deshaun Jackson. But that ain't
They're not playing.
blowing the doors off.
They're not playing.
I want to see where we would have been with someone else. Who would we be where we are academically right now? No. Would you be in worse trouble because probation?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we
APR?
You started the program when he took it over underwater.
Right.
You literally were as far as being on probation with the NCAA in terms of our practice time. You know? So there is an upswing here.
Yes.
We just got to put it all together and translate it to the football field.
And it's coming. It's there. It's just time to unveil it. Pull that cape off. Pull the cape off.
This is it.
So,
all right, now
let's get a word from our sponsor. Go ahead, Larry. Before we go commercial break.
I just really want our fans to understand that This is a heck of an opener for us after playing the 2 money games. But I feel better about playing South Carolina than I would have ever felt with the offense that we had last year.
I agree.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
by far.
And we'll see how it translates on Saturday. That's all we can do. Put the ball down, let's play, and see where the chips will lay.
Jason, I agree wholeheartedly. In the comments, South Carolina State games are usually low-scoring contests.
Yeah.
We have to put TDs in the red zone. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You used to say cats and dogs. That's what this is.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Cats and
indeed.
dogs.
Boy. Orangeburg, South Carolina, 6 p.m. kickoff on Saturday night. Let's hear a word from our sponsor.
As we begin to reconsider how and where we want to work, Alpha One Staffing is here to help companies bridge the talent gap.
I really struggled to find a second career on my own after my retirement.
It's been hard for us to find the right candidates. Candidates who will push our team and business to the next level.
Then I heard about Alpha One Staffing.
Then I heard about Alpha One Staffing.
Then I heard about Alpha One Staffing.
Alpha One Staffing partnered with our HR team to help us understand exactly how to navigate this new digital world, even recommending strategies for recruitment and employee development.
I needed a job that would support my needs and lifestyle while also challenging me. Alpha One Staffing was completely transparent and knowledgeable about the process and provided me with the tools to feel more confident and prepared. I couldn't wait to start my new career.
We partner with our clients and assess their needs. We are the matchmakers, and our goal is to provide each client with the candidates that make a difference within their organization.
Alpha One Staffing understood that we needed a candidate with digital marketing experience in our industry, someone with an innovative mindset who could help expand our social media presence. Now, we couldn't be happier with our presence online and the impact that we are making globally.
Alpha One Staffing presented us with incredible, highly qualified, and dedicated candidates. We will definitely be using Alpha One Staffing for our next hire.
I was hired permanently after 6 months. This wouldn't have happened without Alpha One Staffing helping me get my foot in the door. If you're looking for work, I highly recommend Alpha One Staffing.
If you're a job seeker or an employer, go to alphaonestaffing.com and send us your resume or tell us about your hiring needs today.
There's a need for qualified, diverse candidates now more than ever. The hiring market is competitive, and you're probably wondering how to tap into diverse talent pools. The team at Alpha One Staffing can connect you. Diverse teams perform better, and Alpha One Staffing has perfected the art of finding, recruiting, and assessing the talent needed to drive your business forward. With more than 20 years of experience in corporate services, healthcare, and special project management, Alpha One is your expert recruiting partner. Call now or visit us on the web today.
We're back on the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show, and it's almost that time for our live call-in session. Say it with your chest. The number will be to reach us 386-287-1226, 386-287-1226. We're talking Wildcat football. We'd love to hear from you here on the show. Guys, it's old-fashioned football this Saturday, 6 p.m. Let's Go Wildcats will be traveling, leaving 9 p.m. from Home Depot on ISB. Catch us. It's $120 round trip, includes your game ticket. We also will be participating in the Bethune-Cookman tailgate. Old-fashioned football family reunion.
What time is it? 9 p.m.?
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. Right. And we're going to take it on in there and cheer our Wildcats on the victory. The Pride will be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the Pride will be there Saturday and
Sunday. Yes, sir. Show up and show out.
So on your way up 95?
Yes, sir.
Stop and pick my little friend, please.
Stop and do what?
Double C.
the guy is, I don't know if he's putting diesel in or if he's putting 93 in, because
Think about it.
he says that he's leaving at sometime Saturday morning, driving up there, and they're going to stay over. Yeah.
Oh, CC?
Yeah.
Oh, he
CC.
told me today. Yeah, they going up. They spending the night.
Yeah, that's what he said, man.
Yeah. The diesel say he going on up.
On Saturday morning.
The diesel. We miss you, buddy.
I don't. Caller, you're on the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Welcome.
Yes. Good evening to you all. This is I know y'all say I'm getting sick of that guy.
No, Chuck, not at all, man. Welcome. We're glad to have you in on the show.
Yeah, I'll just chime in on what you all were just talking about earlier, and I see that the school that you all are playing, they had to really set the record straight. I found out some things that occur. You're talking about the social climate. This school, Christ Church Episcopal in Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
The public address announcer, just got they terminated him after the football game. He made a negative comment about South Carolina State during the ball game, comparing him to
was crazy.
the correctional facility. It shows you right there, you three, that the type climate we're still in. You thinking that we've overcome, like what Dr. Martin King was talking about,
right?
But we're still dealing with challenges.
Very much dealing with challenges that we can't seem to get over with. When you fight one thing, like I said earlier, you got 100 other things you have to fight, but we still press forward. We still have to press forward.
Exactly, Daryl, and that's where it is. And like I said, I see you all going to be facing South Carolina State. That should be a good one. When I called you, I was here watching Clark Atlanta and Fort Valley State. That game is 16-14 Clark Atlanta in the third quarter.
Okay.
And do you all think we're talking about things, the way things are looking, you never know what's going to happen in the SWAC. Or, there are going to be some coaching openings. Do you think that Clark Atlanta's head coach Teddy Keaton would be up for any of those jobs in the SWAC if they come available?
I think he'll be looked at for sure because of his offensive prowess, and everywhere he's went, he has been a winner. So I
Allen
think
University.
Definitely so. So, his name will be high up in the talks. They definitely be high up in the talks.
Yeah, I can see Teddy Keaton being in the talks. Looking at what he has done, his resume. Like I said, the first time I became familiar with him was 2 years ago when he was at Allen. And you see who he has on his staff, who's legendary. He's been around for decades. L.C. Cole.
The
defense coordinator.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely so, man. So, it's going to be some exciting football this weekend.
It is.
You going to any games this weekend? You going?
Man, I'm thinking, but I haven't. I think I'm just going to lay low and just stay
watch
here.
it on TV. The best seat in the house,
tired.
right? Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
We understand.
I'm gonna be watching on platforms. Now we have all these platforms. I am going to be watching. Yes.
Cool. We love to hear that, Chuck, and we want to hear you cheer on the Wildcats, man. And you know how we do it. You got a Hail Wildcats for us?
Hey, I just say it to you. Hey, I know you all are dealing with challenges. Say Hail Wildcats, and I thought about last year when you all played Southern, that 5 overtime game. I said, you all playing Southern, say Hail Wildcats. That's why I do it that way. And I know you all are going through a lot right now, and you much need it. And I look at you all have had success in baseball with Jonathan Hernandez. You all won the SWAC championship, did quid well in the regionals.
Yes, sir.
They put up but I know he said, hey, we want to bring in football. I said, I know you have Coach Reggie Diaz there doing what he's doing with the men's basketball team. You'll have some great athletics down there.
Hopefully, we can keep on pushing it forward, and I will say this: attitudes and things of that nature, and personalities. If they would move out of the way, it would be much better. I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get on off of here. It's great conversing with you. I know a lot of people want to call and talk to you, but you all have a nice evening. Have fun and be safe this weekend.
Thanks a lot, Chuck, man. Thank you for making the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show what it is, man. We always can count on you to call in and have a good word for us.
All right, and like I said, always great conversing with you all, and you have a nice night.
Hey, you
and
too,
a great
Chuck.
Weekend.
God bless you, man.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Same to you all.
386-287-1226, 386-287-1226. Ralph, you want to call in and talk to us? Let's call some names. How about some names? Where is Miss Emma Price at? Yeah, where is Miss Emma Price at? She had a great time. We were down in Miami. We got a chance to hang out with our sponsor over, after the game and partake in some ribs and good soul food, some great fish. Oh yeah, man, it was a great trip. Great trip to Miami. My buddy Mike Cohen, shout out to my boy Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, man, we had a great time, and we were small, but we were great. We had a great time. 386-287-1226. On the trip back, we also stopped at Cheesecake Factory, and a couple people had never been there, and so the request is, if you're listening, you got to bring a Cheesecake Factory to Daytona. That was a huge request from them. 386-287-1226. We're talking Wildcat football. Our Wildcats go up to Orangeburg, South Carolina this Saturday night, 6 p.m. against those Bulldogs of South Carolina State. We still got a few more seats left on the bus. We'd love for you to come and join us. Go to letsgowildcats.org and book your trip today. 386-287-1226. That's the number to call in. Don't be scared of Ralph. Don't be scared of Larry. We're not playing bully ball yet.
No, not hard.
Yeah, we're not playing bully ball yet. But 6 p.m. Saturday, we got the war paint on our face, man. ready to go to battle.
And after the game, we shouldn't have any paint.
No, nothing.
Got to leave it all on the field.
That's it. That is it.
Got to leave it on the field.
386-287-1226. Don't be scared. Ralph's a really nice guy. He'll talk to you. He'll tell you what a good person you are. Hey, I don't want to jump. Got a home game next weekend, so getting ready for that.
No, you know what?
Hail Wildcats will be there.
I haven't even thought about the home game.
I know.
My mind is on this game.
I know.
You got to take it one at a time.
One at a time. Stay in the moment.
You got to complete the mission, then you start thinking about the future.
There you go. Spoken from a true Marine. 386-287-1226. Hey, we're open to discuss anything. This is a no-holds-barred show. Promise nobody will hold it against you. You don't even have to say your name when you call in. So, would you agree with Willie's comment?
Yeah, but he's just saying that because he heard us say it. Sorry, Willie.
Willie, you don't have to take that, my guy.
he's feeding off us.
Hey, Miss Emma. Miss Emma's waving in, but we'd like to have her call in, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. 386-287-1226, 386-287-1226. That's the number to call into the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show, and we will talk Wildcat football.
What happened to Jerry Bell? We haven't heard from him in a couple of
Jerry, his show on Spaces is on Thursday night. I'm sorry, on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. If you have a chance, tune in on Twitter Spaces or X, one of those. But, yeah, tune in if you have the opportunity. Caller, you're on the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Welcome.
You guys can hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. I knew you would call in. I knew you have to challenge Ralph. Don't let him get away with nothing. How's it going, Willie?
It's good. How long you guys' show been going on now? I forgot. So, I'm old. I forgot what happened yesterday.
We started it actually in 2010 when Coach Jenkins was here, and we started it down on the Larry, can you remember what the restaurant was down on? I know Randy Berner owned it. It was next to the Coliseum, but we started in 2010. It kind of went away for just a little bit, and then we've been running it for some time now. I think when Coach Sims came back. So
okay. Well, only thing I gotta say about our Wildcats this year, I'm kind of actually pleased with our offensive line. Like I mentioned, I think they played more. I think 3 of them played like a half or a little bit more.
They did.
And we only gave up 1 sack against UM's number ones. They still had them out there. I was kind of paying attention to that. I thought they wouldn't have them out there that long, but they did. And I need to ask you guys one thing too, because it was something that the coach from UM said about how they practice. And it reminds me of back in the day, like I guess
when you practiced,
that like Tuesday and Wednesday. Man, you know, like Coach Mo used to always say, iron sharpen iron.
Yes, indeed.
We had to go against our number ones on them 2 days. And you practice tackling and blocking and everything else. So by the time you got to the game, it wasn't that hard. Right. So I'm going to ask you guys, do we do that this deal? I don't know.
We do. We do. Even this year, practice has been different because it's been more physical at practice. And you're right. You know, throughout history, those Tuesdays and Wednesdays, as a player, you hate Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a slobber fest. You got 24 to 26 periods on Tuesday and Wednesday, and it seems like you're never going to get out of practice. But the way we practice, our practice moves. There's tempo. There's tempo. There's, reaction, read and react. We do it. And it's a contrast to what we've been doing in the last few years.
I'm going to direct this at Larry. I know Larry probably said, I remember I thought y'all was going to kill yourself on Tuesday and Thursday. By the time the game rolled around, he said, well, was anybody still standing? I know he probably said, well, I remember those days too.
Well, that was Coach Moore.
Right.
Coach Moore was... There were no sessions, they have sessions now. It's like
right. Oh no, it's ran by his watch.
Coach Mo was going to be there and run power and ice all day long. Okay, till he got it like he wanted.
Till he got right, just like he wanted. Do it again.
and like he said, Willie said, first team defense, first team offense. Even the coaches didn't want to do that, but Wesley wanted to do that.
Right. But that builds character. That builds the physicality and everything that you look for in a football team.
Well, I know Willie knows. After that, they thought the game was easy.
Right.
The game was very easy.
Yep. If you just could make it to game day or travel day or Friday, you're good. Wow.
So I see you guys on Saturday because. We're driving over to South Carolina because it's not that far from here. So we'll be there, and I hope the Wildcats come out victorious.
Yes, sir, most definitely, and we look forward to seeing you.
Okay, hopefully our situations now will change and put some wins on the board this year.
I do believe it, and I love what you said about the offensive line, and that's a big difference between years in the past. Not only do we have those size linemen, but you got, those hog mollies who believe in locking on to you and blocking until the whistle's done. And even when the whistle's done, they still got a grasp on you. So, yeah.
Well, you guys keep up the good work and keep Ralph in line.
We'll do. Thank you very much, and just pray for us.
All right, y'all take care.
Yes, sir. Have a good night. All right. My man, Willie Jackson, Call in 386-287-1226, 386-287-1226. We are open to talk anything. It's a football show. It's a gridiron show, but we're open to talk anything. It's a gridiron show, right?
Yes, sir.
I didn't even realize.
We're basketball school or football school?
I didn't realize that they had a football game on tonight. I didn't realize Clark and Fort Valley was playing tonight. So I knew they had an NFL game on between, I think it's Washington and Green Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's tonight. Yeah.
Let's get some score updates, man. Packers 14, Commanders 0.
What?
Right now. Yes, sir.
Wow.
7:34 in the second quarter.
Second quarter?
Yes.
Packers might be headed to the Super Bowl.
Wake Forest 24, North Carolina State 17.
Okay.
And
Wake Forest over North Carolina State.
Yeah. So
State was in a dog fight with Virginia this past week and pulled it out.
they were.
Yeah.
They very much were.
But Wake Forest has a brand new coach, and I didn't know that they were going to be that vulnerable.
A Rattler had to raise his nasty head in our little chat.
I saw something.
Yeah, they'll be all right. Rattler mania.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's almost appears that no matter what happens at A&M now, everybody's going to be mad. And you know they can't. They cannot.
Ralph, remember their slogan: strike, and strike. They strike each other. Don't make no they strike anybody.
They stand.
They hit you with this venom.
Right.
Friendly fire. Leave Ralph alone. Everybody takes up for Ralph, but y'all don't see when we're off the air what Ralph does. You don't hear what Ralph does.
They know I'm a nice guy. That's why. And I'm sitting here with two.
Larry,
with two thumbs. That's what it is.
This guy says he's a nice guy.
I mean,
while we're not talking about weapons of any kind, but I do remember in Memphis where I almost had to get an officer up there in the stands, Larry. Thanks to you, Larry, but I won't put it all on you because
right, I won't ever do that.
Ralph's an adult himself. But never again. Never again. Oh, my word. Miss Lodge, you just had to be there. You just had to be there. You would have been just shaking your head at Ralph. But I know he's your boy. I know he's your tailgate man.
But actually, I thought that if we would have had our quarterbacks, either one of them, in that particular game.
Well, remember we did. That was wasn't that the first game of the season?
No.
Yeah. Memphis was.
I thought Memphis was the second game.
No. Memphis was the first game. Yeah, remember the first time we saw Luke, they put him in, and it was.
Oh, they almost killed him.
Yeah.
Get him out now.
His helmet went rolling. I said, oh.
His helmet got turned all the way around.
Right.
But in that game, we scored 2 defensive touchdowns.
Yeah, Amari Jones picked it off and took it back to the house. And they moved him to tight end, after
and he never played defense again. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, they moved to the tight end, man.
And he didn't play tight end. But anyway.
Man, 386-287-1226, 386-287-1226.
There are any of our kids who jumped in the portal at all? You heard any news about any?
Man, no.
Okay.
And the biggest one is Dennis Palmer.
Well, I watched Troy the other day against Clemson.
Did you see anything?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think Dennis has played this year.
I don't think he has.
I think it's 5. Is from what I can see, just reading his stats, it's 5 running backs playing ahead of him.
Oh yeah.
After he committed there, they recruited quite a few other ones, to come in behind him, and that's just the name of the game that you have to. That's what they're dealing with in Tallahassee at quarterback with FAMU.
Yeah.
Tyler Jefferson, a homeboy of mine. He had a choice between us. He had a choice between FAMU. He chose FAMU, and now the other guy's starting in front of him, and I haven't seen him get any burn.
Troy has a really good starting running back. He's a big-time running back.
He is. He is.
So I don't know how much time Dennis will get, if any, from that standpoint.
I want to talk for just a second. I want to talk to all those players and parents who have upcoming high school athletes, football mainly. Please, and transfer. When you're thinking about transfer, when you're looking at the money, you have to decipher between recruiting talk and realness. Recruiting talk, he's a salesman. They didn't just hire him to coach football. He's also a fundraiser. He's also a person who has to talk you into this is the best place for you to come to. And then once you get there, the grass ain't always greener on the other side.
No.
It's never.
Very few kids can make the kind of leap from the FCS to FBS like Jamari at Virginia, the running back.
Yes.
Who was at Central.
Yes.
Now, he's a grown man. He can run that football. And he's getting a nice NIL, but he's getting playing time.
Yes.
And so I think you got to recognize, what's the end game? Is it to make money or is it to get on the football field and play? Because we're no longer in a situation where if you're talking about getting to the league, you can get to the league from anywhere.
Right.
Because there's footage on people, but if you're not playing at all,
you're not getting to the league.
You're not going to get any burn. They're not going to even know anything about you.
And it's much harder. And then you ask, well, can I play in an all-star game? No. What stats do you have?
None.
Yeah, I thought from the beginning that Dennis should have stayed at least one more year.
A lot of his teammates said the same thing. Like, bro, what are you doing?
I mean, it would have gave him an opportunity to put muscle on and just get a little bit more experience. You don't blame the kid trying to better himself. But you got to be cautious about bettering yourself because you might get worse.
Who gave you the opportunity first?
Dear old BCU.
And because that grass looked a little greener.
Yeah.
But, again, we've all made mistakes thinking the grass was green on the other side as well. So it just depends who's in your ear.
Well, see, but the newness of this whole NIL thing right now, and there's so much going on, and so many people talking to you, and he's a freshman, and so hopefully, you have a stable environment at home where you can get good advice from the people at home or the people who really care about you.
Right.
I don't know his situation, but I know the bottom line is he had a great football season with Bethune-Cookman, and it just breaks my heart that he's not, wherever he went, he's not playing at all.
No.
One thing about that portal. And
gives and takes away, okay? It gives and it taketh away.
I always think that portal leaves a lot of guys at the altar. I mean.
Oh, for sure.
I mean.
Some of them don't even get to the altar.
No.
I mean. That's the one thing that bothers me about the NIL thing, the guys going into the portal. Some of those guys will be destroyed in the portal.
Of course. Probably most of them, Ralph.
Yeah, I think so.
I think our guy, the quarterback, some people get blessed. Luke went in the portal. He's at Sacramento State.
Yeah.
Whether he's playing.
Is he playing?
I haven't seen, so let's check it.
Well, Walls went down to FIU. He did well.
Yeah, he did well.
And
but
now
he's out of there because
he's at Houston.
Houston, yeah. But I don't know if he's because he was injured. I don't know if he's
I just saw the game Saturday because I was looking on TV, and I was looking for L.J. McCray. He broke his ankle.
Wow.
Where did he go?
University of Florida. I mean, 2 years ago, he was the #1 recruit that they had.
Oh, yeah. Where did he go to?
He said U of F. You remember he was?
Oh yeah. Right.
But I was looking for him in the game against South Florida,
and he's out.
And he had broken ankle.
Wow.
He was having surgery. Going to be having surgery sometime. I don't know whether it was this week or
He's lost this year. What you say? Maybe about 10,000 kids in the portal.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a lot of kids.
Oh, they have. So no, probably not. They have Jaden Rashada at Sacramento State. I don't see.
Yeah. No. If Rashada there, they got some money tied up with him. Okay.
That was almost a $13 million man
in Florida. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. So
we know he all about the Benjamins. Okay.
Wow.
I doubt if he's probably playing out there.
And he's from California too, so yeah, he didn't show up in the stat. Try it.
Who else did we lose?
The kid over at the lineman who's over at UCF, defensive lineman. What's his name? LaFontaine.
LaFontaine.
Yeah, he went over there. I don't know whether he's getting any run over.
We lost the Bula, but I don't know. Did he go to? We also lost Brown, Educate Brown.
Oh yeah,
he's at I believe Houston Christian.
Yeah, and we lost both kickers, the punter and the kicker.
Yeah, how is he doing at Missouri State?
Yeah.
Well,
and I don't. Cade, I don't.
Did Cade go somewhere too? Did he go somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, he went somewhere. But
yeah, well,
UT Martin.
Okay, is that UT?
UT Martin. Yeah. So 386 287 1226 386 287 1226. They're pretty quiet on us tonight.
And you know, a lot of these kickers, even teams are stockpiling kickers. You know, they might be
teams are stockpiling everything because they can. Because all these kids are available.
But you got one football, Ralph.
Only one football. You got that right.
On the season, Cade Hector is 1 for 1 in field goals. 3 extra points attempted, 3 extra points made, a total of 6 points.
So he's getting a chance to play good.
That's good.
That's good for him.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So
very good kid. Very likable young man.
Yeah. 386-287-1226, 386-287-1226. And, you know, as Chuck brought up, that was pretty despicable what the announcer.
It was so much so that they banned him. You know, I mean, and it was on a couple of levels. He made those comments about about South Carolina State.
One other person, or actually 2 other people, the 2 tight ends, Thomas Nance, and then
Nance.
He's at Temple.
Okay.
Let's see if we got any stats for Nance.
Boy, I really wanted him to stay.
He would have enjoyed this offense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you know that was another one that it came down to.
Yep.
The bottom.
Yeah. That word again, money.
Right.
Yeah.
The Bula's at Kennesaw State over there with Jerry Mack.
Jerry Mack. Okay.
Yeah.
How are they doing this year, Kennesaw?
They got beat out. I saw a game was it week 1 or one of those weeks they were on TV, and they lost to who was it? Was it USTA?
Indiana.
It was
Indiana. 56-9.
That's a big test.
They played Wake Forest tough and lost to Wake Forest 10-9.
That's the game that I saw. The Wake Forest game.
They have Merrimack this weekend.
Yeah, they had a chance to win that
Wake Forest.
Yeah, they moved the football. All they needed was a field goal at the end. They had the ball with one last shot to go down there, they just couldn't get in range.
And as we know, just give Jerry time. I mean,
he knows
he's coached he's coached at every level because he was with the Jaguars, Tennessee,
he was at Rice.
He did an excellent job at Central, though.
Oh yeah,
he just never could beat Bethune.
That was his Waterloo. The Hail Mother Mary pass really killed him. And then the year before that, we blocked the field goal. It was an extra point and won that game.
Well,
one of the people said, "I don't ever want to see this team come up here no more." Okay. I was leaving the press box. I said, "You really feel that way about a little Bible school like us?" He said, he said to me, "Y'all got the Lord on your side." I said, "Whatever, I'll take that."
Yes, indeed. So the Bula has played 2 games and has 1 assisted tackle on the season at Kennesaw State.
Okay.
And I can't think of where our tight end, the other tight end, Velez.
What's his name?
Velez.
I thought he graduated.
Because he came from Marshall.
Transferred out.
But anyway,
Velez, yeah.
I mean, but really, this is college football.
Oh, Buffalo Bulls.
Is that where he is?
That's
okay,
where,
New York, Buffalo, New York. Okay.
But this is college football, and this is going to happen every year. So.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
And I'm sure that's why the guy at Troy went out and got 7 or 8 running backs. Because if you telling me the big kid that he has is a deal, he won't be there long.
Now, can he still transfer out of that and come back if he wanted to do something like that?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Coach won't take it.
Yeah. Well, I was about to add that part. If the coach,
not this coach.
No, bro. Coach. When you keep on walking, I ain't talking to you.
You got to play. You got to build a basketball team to leave and come back.
Yeah. And then leave again. Or not be able to.
Yeah.
Somebody's already gone, right?
Harmon, I heard.
Yeah, he's already out.
Or NAIA or somewhere.
Yeah, he's going to NAIA, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Man.
I kind of know why we'll talk later, but I know why he's gone. But anyway. Yep.
Well, there are some rules called academic standards of progress.
I didn't want to get there.
Okay. No, this is not just like going to the Ralph. It's not like going to the 440. Okay.
Man,
when we discussed this a week or 2 ago, and I said to you guys, "Wait a minute, this guy left in mid-season. That's a problem. That's a problem."
Yeah.
What do you know about basketball, Ralph?
Well, my son played 4 years at Michigan State, so I know a little bit about basketball. Yeah, I know a little bit. And that's when I really found out.
But see, Brandon stayed and got his education.
Of course he did.
Okay.
Because his mama wasn't going to let him get. Okay. He had a tough mama.
It's not about bouncing the ball.
Yeah, right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I thought you knew a little bit about basketball.
But that's when I really found out that college sports was not what we thought it was.
No,
it's a real business.
It's a hustle.
It's a real business, real deal. And if that's what I kind of want to comment on a little bit. Well, you look at the success that Jackson State has had in every sport. You look at, I think their athletic director just got athletic director of the year there. And that's post Deion Sanders. That's post Deion Sanders. But the legacy that they both brought in there, and he was about to leave. He was about to leave and go back to, I think one of the other SWAC schools is his actual alma mater. But he was about to leave and go back there. Stayed at Jackson State.
Ashley, right?
Yeah, Ashley Robinson.
Yeah.
So in a post, 2 years now, Deion gone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the post-Deion era, you capitalize on what he did while he was there, and you're still leading every sport at Jackson State into the future.
Yeah, but now we had a guy at Bethune-Cookman.
I know.
That built a juggernaut. We had a guy to do that now.
I know.
Because when Bethune-Cookman, prior to this guy leaving, was in the MEAC, we pretty much was at the top in every sport. We are the only HBCU to ever advance past the regional in softball. We're the only school. So it takes time to build an organization up, and you got to have everything in place. And during the time that he built that juggernaut, our facilities was at the bottom.
And it's not all about facilities.
Yeah. It was at the bottom. It's about choosing the right coaches, sticking with them, working with them, and
building,
and
using
developing
what
them.
you got.
You got to develop them.
Yeah.
You got to develop your coaches.
And within developing them,
you build trust.
You gotta have somebody backing you to say, hey, what do you need? Okay, we can't get you this, but hey, we're going to get you this. Can you use that
well, guys,
to win with?
Y'all know how we arrived at where we are now. You know,
of course,
of course. I mean, literally, you got to know what you're doing in these kind of jobs. You really do. You can't fake your way through this stuff. You really do. And that's why you don't see. So that's why you don't see a lot of people who at the FCS or FBS level who are trying to do two jobs.
No.
Okay, it's because you got entirely too many sports going on, and it's a full-time thing to stay on top of it.
Yes.
But in order for us to get the basketball coach, the person who hired him decided to give him two jobs. And that's okay. I learned early in life, if you're going to pick the check up, do the job, okay? Right. Pick the check up, do the job.
Exactly.
We showed up to play them football games, right?
Yeah,
to get the check.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But
we had a job to do, and we came to do our job.
Right.
But I mean, that particular job requires a lot of time, a lot of effort.
This is what I'm saying, Ralphie. You cannot put this to the side, because listen, when you and I were at Bethune-Cookman, we primarily had 3 sports.
Pretty much.
Literally. I mean, well, maybe 4 if you call track. We got a few guys together to
we only had a track team of about 3 people,
that's
right?
Right. It was a small track team. But that was pretty much about it. We didn't have women's basketball back at the time.
We didn't have softball.
No, we didn't have softball.
We didn't have golf. We didn't have tennis.
No, we didn't have that. And so even though Coach Johnson was the athletic director, and prior to that, Coach McLaren was both football coach and athletic director, everybody knew that President Moore made all the decisions.
Pretty much.
You didn't run anything at Bethune-Cookman without running it by President Moore. And so now that we've moved up, into the FCS level now, you've got to have a minimum of 14, 15 sports or more. And that takes a lot of management to make that thing go.
It does. It takes so much.
But, I guess the reason I even brought that up, though, we were a small school, but we had dedicated people making decisions for the long term and not just for the short term. It was proud to be a part of that. We always proud to be there. I never forget it. It was something to be amazed, because I remember living in Chicago, looking at TV one day, and somebody says, "Oh, this is a small school out of Daytona Beach, Florida." And I thought, well, it's only one school out of Daytona Beach, Florida. And it was a Bethune softball team, and they were playing Texas. Yeah. Should have won that game. Actually, that game got taken from
with
them.
Cat, I can't think Cat's name. She was All-American pitcher for Texas.
Boy, she could pitch.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
She was a great.
But our pitcher was good too.
Oh yeah, that team we had was good.
That was a good team.
All you have to do is go back and look at the records of how many coaches got fired in that regional at Florida. Bethune-Cookman came in there and took out the Gators, South Florida,
Central Florida,
all of them.
Beat them all.
All of them changed coaches.
Yeah. So it can be done, and it can be done on a small budget. But again, you got to be patient. You got to make sure at the beginning you pick the right people, and then you got to try to develop those people.
The consistency was the continuity that you had in the program. and that's sustainable. You can make something happen with that.
Right.
And people used to marvel because we were the smallest school in the MEAC.
We were. Yeah.
Just like we're the smallest school in the SWAC.
And that's why they used to get so upset, because we used to whip them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys, closing words. Ralph.
Well, I'm just saying, all Wildcats, I think you need to travel to South Carolina on Saturday, watch your Wildcats battle the Bulldogs, come home victorious, and then meet us at the tailgate for the Edward Warwick's game. See you then.
Larry.
Well, I always love to say, whenever we had to see these guys back in my day, I'm talking about the Bulldogs of SC State. It's cats and dogs time Saturday night, and we'll square it up again at Oliver C. Dawson Stadium. And looking forward to that football game. It's going to be a humdinger, I can tell you that. It's going to be a real battle, and hopefully we can find a way to do the unthinkable, at least what most people think is the unthinkable.
We'd love to have you join us. Go to letsgowildcats.org. We are taking a bus there. We need as many Wildcat fans as possible to be with us cheering on our Wildcats there, to support our football team, to support our band. We want you there. We'd love to have you a part of us. Huge shout out to Urban Soul Daiquiris and Wingz. If you have not made it down to Urban Soul Daiquiris and Wingz, you are missing a treat. Get you a daiquiri, get you some wings, get you a po' boy.
Yes, sir.
Or get you some catfish, huh, Ralph? But
Catfish is the way to
oh,
go.
man. Great food down here. 601 Main Street here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Let's get down here. Let's support this establishment. It's one of our own. Yeah. It's one of our own. We're glad to have fans and persons out of the community in here joining in with us. And we're just thankful for them allowing us to do our show from here.
Ralph, that po' boy sandwich is really the bomb.
On point, huh?
Yes,
I'd love to hear that. I think we'll go off the air.
Oh, God, don't let him think about food.
I need some, bro. I've been hurting. Never too late to pay for the bus to South Carolina. We're still going. We have a few seats left, so get on there now. Let's go Wildcats.org, fan bus to SCSU, or just go to letsgowildcats.org. You'll find it on there. We'd love to have you a part of that. Bring the whole Mount Sinai crew with you, Lucretia. So and let me say this, lost a great friend, great neighbor over this weekend on Saturday. This show is dedicated to Miss Jennifer Howard, a great person in our neighborhood, in our community, who's leading our students in school. We're going to miss you, Jennifer, so shout out to Jennifer. For Mr. Ralph Smith, for Mr. Larry Wesley, for Mr. CC Cruse in his all-the-time absence, for Jerry Bill.
That was not.
That was terrible.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. We're so thankful for you, fans. You are the ones who make the show what it is, and we're thankful for you. And we look forward to seeing you this Saturday, 6 p.m. in Orangeboro, South Carolina. Hail Wildcats.
Hail Wildcats.
Hail Wildcats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bethune-Cookman University alma mater.